Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. So Arizona's offense will get first crack at it here. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys in tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The official says no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Straka.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks. Turning it on! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a mid-season quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Plucks it out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Arizona runs out the punt team. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of the air for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He's got his man across the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Who
can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Motion from the back. Got a little space. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse